Hey there, welcome everybody. It's 1965, and I'm sorry, 1964, and it's World Series Game 2 at Busch Stadium. It's the New York Yankees versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Um, on the mound for the New York Yankees is going to be Mel Stottlemyre. Stottlemyre had 9 wins and a 2.06 ERA in 96 innings. I believe this was his rookie year. For the Cardinals, you're going to get Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson won 19 with a 3.01 ERA, and he pitched 287 innings. And we're going to get the game underway, especially since it's pretty late. We get started, and it's going to be Linz leading off. Linz, Richardson, and Maris, and then Mantle. It's identical, the identical lineup from Game 1 for the Yanks. There's a couple of small changes for the Cardinals. That's great. Nat King Curry, that's the fourth, right? Not the sixth. All right, so let me wipe my glasses down. I can't see squat, really. Don't know what I did with my... Okay. We're ready to rock and roll. It's going to be Phil Linz. Phil Linz batted .250 with 21 doubles, 3 triples, and 5 home runs in 1964. 1964, the year of the Civil Rights Act. The Beatles hold the top 5 slots on Billboard. Race riots in New York, in the U.S. cities. First pirate radio station. The 24th Amendment. And the Surgeon General reports that smoking may lead to lung cancer. All happened in 1964. Pretty cool. Just going to put that out there. And here is the pitch to Linz. And it's swung on and fouled off. And it's a full count to Linz, and it's ball 4. So Linz gets on base with a walk. And Bobby Richardson, the pitch from Gibson. And it's swung on and hit hard right at the shortstop, Grote. He flips to Maxville over to White, and it's a 6-4-3 DP, 2 out now. Roger Maris. Roger Maris hit 12 doubles, 2 triples, and 26 home runs. He's playing center field. I know I'm used to Mickey Mantle was playing center field, but it's Roger Maris. It's 3-9. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and grounded to the first baseman, Bill White. He takes it unassisted for the 3rd out. So after half inning of play, no score, we go to the bottom of the 1st. In the bottom of the 1st, we're going to see Flood Brock and Bill White. Bill White batting 3rd today, and they're all going to be facing Mel Stottlemyre. So Mel Stottlemyre is going to be stingy with the hits. He had a 2.06 ERA in 64. Here's the pitch from Stottlemyre, and it's off Stottlemyre's card, and it's ball 4. So that's a leadoff walk to Flood, and Flood is not much of a base stealer. He does have good speed around the bases. Here's Brock. Swung on, and that ball is lifted to deep center field. Back goes the center fielder Maris to the track, to the fence. He looks up, and that's gone. A 2-run home run off the pitcher. Off Brock's card. Brock hit 14 home runs in 1964. So he showed some power in that year. And it's 2-0 Cards. Surprising. Here's a pitch from Stottlemyre. It's White. And swung on and lifted to right field. And back goes the right fielder, Mantle. He's going back to the track, to the fence, and makes the catch. One away here. It's going to be Kenny Boyer. That's a 5-10. And that's hit hard at the shortstop, Linz, who's a 3. We're going to see what that turns into, a 5. And that's a ball that Linz gets to and throws on the run and gets Boyer by a step. Boyer was really hustling down the line on that one. Here's the pitch to 2 out now. 2-0 St. Louis on the 2-run home run by Lou Brock. 4-7. And that's a hard hit ground ball right at the second baseman, Richardson. Richardson is a 1. Rolled a 17. And that's going to be booted. Error on Bobby Richardson, and on first is Grote. With 2 outs, Richardson fails to make the play. Here's the pitch to McCarver. It's 4-2, and it's a fly ball lifted to left field. Tommy Tresh, who's a 3, goes back and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. But the Cards pick up 2 big runs on the home run by Lou Brock, and they lead it 2-0, go to the top of the 2nd. Bob Gibson, 119 with a 3.01 ERA. Struck out 245 batters in almost 300 innings pitched. It's be Mickey Mantle. Say 1-9er, and that ball is chopped to the second baseman, Maxville. Hey there, guy. And that's 1 away. Elston Howard. Elston Howard led the Yankees in batting with a .313 average. 6-9. That's going to be off Gibson, and that's strike 3. And it's going to be Tommy Tresh. 2 outs now. I'm sorry. That's a change in the... It's going to be Joe Pepitone, then Tommy Tresh. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. And it's 5-6. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gibson fans the last two batters. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd. 2-0 St. Louis. Where's the trash? There he is. Okay. It's going to be Mike Shannon leading it off for the Cards. Here's the pitch to Shannon. It's a 2-5. It's swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 out now. It's going to be Maxville. It's a pitch to Maxville. 4-9. That's a ground ball, hit hard right at the shortstop, Linz. Hey, guys. How you doing, Jerry? And Linz, say 3. We rolled a 7. See if he can handle that. And he does. Nice play by Linz. Stayed with it the whole way. And got Maxville by a step. And it's going to be Gibson now. Gibson is a 2. It's going to... 2 batting card. Let's see if it's off the batting card or pitcher hitting card, excuse me, and it's not. It's off Stottlemyre's card. And it's swung on, hit up the middle, and through for a single. There you go. Gibson's on at first with a hit. 2 outs. Here's Kurt Flood. 3-4, the pitch, and it's swung on and batted to the third baseman. He goes to second for the force, and that's the third out. We go to the top of the third, 2-0. Cards. Tommy Tresh now. It's going to be Tommy Tresh, Clete Boyer, and Stottlemyre, all against Bob Gibson. That's going to be 4-6, 4-6, and that ball is line base hit for Tom Tresh. He rounds first, but goes back to first. And Boyer, 6-6, and it's swing and a miss. 1 out, and that's the third strikeout by Gibson. And it's going to be the pitcher now with a runner on first base. And Stottlemyre is a 3 hitting pitcher. I think as the numbers go up, there that you get more hits on the cards, because I see there's a lot of hits here on column 1, bunch of hits there. Here's the pitch, say 2 column, not much going on there, and it's an 8, a swing and a miss. Strikeout, 4th strikeout for Gibson. He's Dr. K today, so Tresh is on at first, Phil Linz. And it's a 2-8, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's the 5th strikeout and the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Cards. It's going to be Lou Brock leading off. Lou Brock hit a 2-run home run in his first at bat in the first inning, giving the Cards a 2-0 lead. The Yanks are up in the series 1-0. Here's a 3-6, and that ball is lined for a base hit, and Brock is on with a single. And Brock is a double-A, and he's going to get going. There he goes. Say 15. He's double-A is going to make him a stealing second, a 1-17, so he's safe with a stolen base. Brock singles, steals second. He's on at second now, and it's Bill White. Here's the pitch to White, and it's swung on, and that ball is hit into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. And White hustling around first into score is Brock, and White is on at second with an RBI double. Bill White comes through in the clutch, and it's 3-0 Cards. It's going to be action in the Yankee bullpen right away. Bill White. Here's Ken Boyer. Off Boyer's card, and that ball is lined and caught by Linz for the first out of the inning. Dick Grote now. White at second. Here's the pitch to Grote. Off Stottlemyre. And that ball is lined and caught by the second baseman, Richardson. He kept that from going to the outfield for a hit, potentially scoring another run. And it's Tim McCarver now. Tim McCarver flied out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. It's 2-3. 2-3, and that's ball 4 to McCarver. Runners on first and second now, and it's Shannon. Here's the pitch from Stottlemyre. 2-5, and it's a swing and a miss, strike 3 for the third out. Second strikeout for Stottlemyre. But the Cards score 1 run on 2 hits and lead at 3-0 at the end of 3. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Gibson facing Richardson, Maris, and Mantle. Here's the pitch from Gibson. So off Gibson's card, and that's a hard hit ground ball right at the second baseman, Maxville, who's a 3. It's an X. Going to see if he can handle that one. A 16. And yes, he does. Flips over to first, 1 away. Roger Maris. Maris grounded out to the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. And that's 1-10. And that ball is lifted to deep center field. Back goes the center fielder Flood to the track, to the fence. He looks up, and that's gone. Roger Maris connects. Adios. Got all of that one. And it's a 3-1 game now. Mickey Mantle. Here's a pitch from Gibson. And it's swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second out of the inning. And that's a 6th strikeout for Gibson. And it's Elston Howard. Elston Howard struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. And it's a 5-2. And that's a fly ball lifted to left field. Left fielder Brock comes over, squeezes it. And that's the third out. But the Yanks pick up 1 run on 1 hit, the homer by Roger Maris, and it's 3-1 now. We go to the bottom of the 4th. This game's moving along. It's going to be Dow Maxville, Gibson, and Flood. Cards are going flying around here. All right, here's the pitch to Maxville. Off Maxville's card, that's a ground ball right at the shortstop Lins. Lets it go on the run. Gets Maxville by a step. It's going to be Gibson. Gibson is a 2. So 4. Got a 2 here. Here's the pitch to Gibson. It's off Stottlemyre's card, a 5-7, and that's a swing and a miss. Third strikeout, and the second out of the inning. It's going to be Flood now. Here's the pitch to Kurt Flood. It's a hard-hit ground ball right at Lins. Going to take a look if Lins can get to that one. And yes, he does. Makes a nice play over to first for the out. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 St. Louis. Up comes Joe Pepitone. Pepitone struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Gibson. So 1-6, and it's swung on, and it's lined base hit for Joe Pepitone. Pepitone is on at first now. It's going to be Tom Tresh. It's going to be a 1-6, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout for Gibson. First out of the inning. Clete Boyer batted .218 with 10 doubles, 5 triples, and 8 home runs. So 1-9er, and that's popped up to the left side. Calling everybody off is Grote. Makes the catch for the second out. It's going to be Stottlemyre now. Stottlemyre's a 3. Going to use pitcher's hitting card number 3. Here's the pitch. And it's a 1-6, and that's a ground ball hit right at the shortstop. Grote who takes it himself, steps on second for the force. And the third out. We go to the bottom of the fifth now, 3-1. Cards. That was Stottlemyre batting, by the way. I may have said Linz. I don't know. I switched the card anyway, but I fixed it. Okay, Lou Brock is the pitch to Lou Brock. And it's going to be a 5-7. 5-7 is a strikeout. Fourth strikeout by Stottlemyre. 1 out. Bill White. Bill White is 1 for 2. He doubled home a run in the third inning. And it's 5-8. That's going to be off Stottlemyre's card. 5-8 is a fly ball lifted to right field. Right fielder, Mantle, he's there. 2 away. And it's Ken Boyer. Ken Boyer, 30 doubles, 10 triples, 24 home runs with a .295 average. Pretty impressive numbers. And it's off Boyer's card, 2-8, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Fifth strikeout for Stottlemyre, and the third out. That's 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the fifth. We go to the top of the sixth, 3-1 Cards. Leading off the top of the sixth inning is going to be Linz. Linz he walked in the first inning and then struck out in the third. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Linz. And it's swung on and grounded to the third baseman. Boyer, who's a 1, we rolled an 8. And Boyer makes a nice grab and rifles it across the diamond to get Linz. 1 away. Bobby Richardson. And it's 3-12. It's a ground ball to Ken Boyer. 2 away. Roger Maris hit a home run in the fourth inning for the only Yankee run of the day. 4-5. And that ball is lined into the gap. And that's going to roll all the way to the wall. And it caroms off the wall and it rolls along the edge of the wall. And around second goes Maris. And here comes the relay. And Maris is safe at third base with a triple. A 2-out triple for Roger Maris. With 2 out, Maris on at third. Here's Mickey Mantle. And that's a 2-8. And that ball's popped up to the right side. Maxville squeezes it, and the Yanks leave 1. And at the end of 5 1/2, 3-1 Cards. It's going to be Grote, McCarver, and Shannon. Stottlemyre still in there for the Yanks. Here's the pitch. It's 1-7. And that ball is lined for a base hit for Grote. Grote is on at first. And McCarver, he squares. And that's an 8. That's going to be a successful sacrifice. One out. Grote is at second. It's going to be Mike Shannon. Here's the pitch from Stottlemyre to Shannon. And that ball is fly ball lifted to right field. Hustling over his Mantle. Makes the catch on the run for the second out. And it's going to be Maxville. Maxville batted .231. No doubles, no triples, and no home runs. .4.8. And that's off Stottlemyre, and that's a pop-up to the right side. First baseman, Pepitone. And that's the third out. So after the single by Grote and the sacrifice, Shannon and Maxville failed to come through. And we go to the top of the seventh now. 3-1, Yanks. In the top of the seventh inning, Gibson is going to face Howard, Pepitone, and Tresh. Howard's 0 for 2. He struck out and flied out. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-7. 4-7 ground ball to the shortstop. And Grote is a 3, so we're going to look and see a 14 on a 3. And that's a throw that flies over the head of the first baseman. Wild throw by Grote. And Howard's going to make it all the way to second base on the error by Grote. So Pepitone now. So a chance for the Yanks here. Nobody out. Howard's on at second. Pepitone the batter. It's 2-5, and that's a ground ball to the first baseman. That's going to get Howard over to third. One away now. Tommy Tresh, a big opportunity to drive in the second run for the Yanks. It's a 5-8. Let's see what that becomes. It's off Gibson's card, and that's a strikeout. Gibson bearing down, blew that fastball right by Tom Tresh. And that's the second out. It's going to be Clete Boyer now. And that's off Gibson's card. It's a ground ball to the first baseman, White, who's a 1. We roll the 12. And that's booted. White makes a unusual error. And that's going to allow Howard to score from third base. So the Card defense is failing to support the pitching performance of Bob Gibson. That's 2 errors in this inning. And it's 3-2 now. It's going to be Stottlemyre. Stottlemyre is a 3 batter. He's a 3 batter. And he's going to bat here with 2 outs and Boyer on at first. And that's a 6-7. 6-7 is a ground ball to the second baseman, Maxville. And that gets booted. Maxville boots that one. And runners on first and second now. So that's 3 errors in this inning by the Cards. What's going on, folks? How about taking some ground balls before the game? 3 errors by the Cards. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. And it's Phil Linz. Here's the pitch to Linz. 5-9 this time. And that's a fly ball lifted to center field. Center fielder Shannon hustling over and makes the catch for the third out. But the Yanks pick up 1 run on no hits and 3 errors. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cards leading 3-2. Mel Stottlemyre is gonna face Kurt Flood. No, actually the pitcher, Gibson. Gibson's going to come to bat. And Gibson's a 2 batter. Here's the pitch to Gibson, and that's a 4-8. A 4-8 is a pop-up to the right side. First baseman Pepitone, calling for it, makes the catch. It's going to be Kurt Flood now. And here's the pitch from Stottlemyre. And it's swung on, hit up the middle, and through to center field for a single. Flood is 1 for 3 now. He's on at first. It's going to be Lou Brock. Lou Brock hit a 2-run homer. He's 2 for 3. And it's 2-9, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 6th strikeout for Stottlemyre. And that's the second out. And it's going to be Bill White. Bill White, future Yankee announcer through the 70s and 80s, I believe, and maybe even into the 90s. 3-9, and that's swung on and lifted to center. Hustling over is Maris. Measures it, and that's the third out. So Cards leave 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Score 3-2 Cardinals. We go to the top of the 8th. It's going to be Bobby Richardson, Maris, and Mantle facing Bob Gibson. Here's the pitch to Richardson. It's a 6-9, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's his 9th strikeout. Roger Maris. Roger Maris is 2 for 3. He's got a triple and a home run. Here's the pitch to Maris, a 6-5. That's a fly ball lifted deep to right field. Back goes the right fielder, Shannon, to the track, to the fence. He looks, oh no, he makes the catch. Nice catch. Nice catch by Shannon, the right fielder, for the second out. Mickey Mantle now. Thought that was going to tie the game there. Here's a pitch to Mantle, and that's going to be off Gibson's card. And that ball is lined for a column 4, 6 for a single. A 2-out single by Mantle. Mantle is 1 for 4 now. He's on at first. Not much of a base stealer. He's a base stealer 3, or C, excuse me. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Howard. Howard is 0 for 3. Reached base on an error. And that's 1-10, and that's a ground ball, a hard ground ball hit right at the shortstop, who takes it himself for the force out, and out number 3. The Yanks leave 1, and at the end of 7.5, it's 3-2 St. Louis. Mel Stottlemyre is going to face Ken Boyer, Grote, and McCarvey. Or McCarver, excuse me. Here's the pitch to Ken Boyer. 4-8. It's going to be off Stottlemyre's card. A 4-8 is a pop-up to the right side. First baseman Pepitone. 1 out. And it's Grote now. Grote is 1 for 3. Three to 2 score here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cardinals are up. Grote batting, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Stottlemyre. It's a 2-9. A 2-9 is a hard hit ground ball right at the third baseman, Boyer, across the diamond, 2 away. And it's going to be Tim McCarver. Tim McCarver hit 19 doubles, 3 triples, and 9 home runs with a .288 batting average. Not too shabby for a catcher in the 60s. .58, and that's a fly ball lifted to right field. And that's going to be a catch by Mantle for the third out in fair territory. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-2 Cards. Bob Gibson is going to face the bottom of the order, Pepitone, Tresh, and Boyer. And if any of these guys get on base, it's going to be a pinch hitter for Stottlemyre. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. There's action in the Cardinals bullpen. It's 1-8, and that ball is lined. Base hit for Pepitone, his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 4 today. And that's the tying run at first base. Tom Tresh will bunt, and that's a 3. Batter beats out the bunt, runners advance. Let's get a decide or die here to figure out if it's a beats out bunt. That's going to be a single for Tresh. So runners on first and second here in the top of the 9th inning. It's going to be Clete Boyer. Nobody out. So Boyer's going to square, and that's an 11. Batter pops out, runners hold. Nice play by the first baseman, Bill White. 1 out. Yeah, and now it's going to be a pinch hitter for Mel Stottlemyre. And the Yanks have John Blanchard. Blanchard batted 255. They have Tony Kubek batted 229. They have Pedro Gonzalez batted 277. And who else do they have? I don't know if you guys know any. Hector Lopez batted 260. Hector Lopez. Let's take a quick peek at the pinch hitters for the Yanks. Yep, Hector Lopez was available. So Lopez is going to pinch hit. For Stottlemyre in the top of the 9th. The Yanks are down by 1 run. Gibson is on the mound. There's 1 out, runners on first and second, and it's going to be Lopez batting for Stottlemyre. Now Lopez has pretty decent numbers. Lopez hit 9 doubles, 3 triples, 10 home runs with a .260 batting average. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Lopez. And it's off Gibson's card, a 5-6, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 10 strikeout for Gibson. 2 away now. And it's going to be Linz. Linz batted 250, 21 doubles, 3 triples, and 5 home runs with runners on first and second. Here's the pitch from Gibson. Swung on and lifted to left. Hustling over is Brock, and he makes a nice catch for the 3rd out and the final out of the game. The Cards hold on and beat the Yanks in Game 2 of the 1964 World Series at Busch Stadium. They tie the series at 1 apiece. The Cards win it by a score of 3-2. Bob Gibson gets the win, goes the complete game, gives up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned, 1 home run, strikes out 10. The loss goes to Stottlemyre, who also goes a complete game. And that's all, folks, for tonight. We played basic Stratomatic. Had a lot of fun playing Stratomatic. I enjoy Stratomatic, and I'll tell you what I like. One of the things I like the best about it is that a lot of the results are right on the cards. I don't have to look at any charts. That's one thing I really, really like about Strat. So anyway, that's it. So it's Combat Painter replaying the 1964 World Series Game 2 between the Yanks and the Cards. The Cards come out victorious in this game 3-2. Bob Gibson goes a complete game, a 7-hitter. And this is Combat Painter signing off. his Winter Tabletop Baseball channel, soon to become the Spring Baseball channel. And that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow with Game 3. Tomorrow's what, Sunday? So I may play 3 games tomorrow, play 3, 4, and if we get to a Game 5, no problem there, guys. Thanks for hanging around and commenting and giving the thumbs up. Take care now.